Okay, hello. That is Pepsi. Mhm. Okay. So let's do this. We would do the split screen. We would have this is there, and we would start from Tuesday. So we had FOMC. We had a rough Monday, but honestly, Tuesday was glorious. Be honest, it was very good. Can't lie. Excuse me. So we need well, no, we need to create a new file. Um, for record. So we have this is Tuesday. That is the 17th of June. We have wins and we have the loss. Um, like I said the last time, I think it's a shame that I do not um I do not incorporate the time because I think it will be very useful so that one can know, okay, this time is more profitable than this other time. Not necessarily to trade time, but more to more of that's not nice. More of what do I mean? So that I would be able to know that okay, if I'm unable to trade at this time is usually give trades. But what I've noticed is that it's just if the old day is going well, typically just goes well all around. So let's get this done. This was Tuesday. We started also with my live trading. I realized that the more I talk with myself, the better it goes. So this we have, of course, if you're looking at previous trade, this was this trade. This didn't confirm, so not useful anymore. Sorry, just distracted because it's late at night and I'm opening my windows and all sort of insects can come in. So we have this was very interesting. This was very interesting to be honest in real life. And because on my feed, and I would show you this black bull. So we had this, and this was already confirmed here on this. So this CST a return here was a sell for this guy, this one, OB, and this guy, OB. So we had one, two, three, sorry, one, two, three. And all three one. Of course, if you're using hold levels, this okay, this didn't confirm, so maybe not. I didn't confirm until here, but I don't think you want to sell that. So this one, because this was its OB, one, this OB, one, this OB, one, because it was where all the stops were. But if you compare to this had this had this didn't have any OB. So this was just there. Coming back to capital, we had one, we had two, and we had three. But I didn't trade this because this was less than 10. And in this instance, I was confused beginning because when I saw this, I got what? I realized today that I'm just going to see the capital. And I'll show you why I'm going to do some trades or not. But I just feel whatever reason that made me choose it a long time ago still exists because even though, and I'll spend the first few minutes talking, even though there is this difference, it is significant. So we have this expansion first. This was its OB. We confirmed it here. Sell. So and this is it. In real life, I felt it was going to go down, but at least 15 points. 15.7, but we'll stick to 15. No problem. And then for this guy, so it confirmed it came back here. This was where the stop was. I wanted it done before because I was thinking there was news, but I don't think there was. Under 15. Like it just feels like when it's time, it's just time. And then there was this guy in the middle. So I had this two. This gets confirmed there after news, during news, this got but one, it was news two, it was less than 10. And so we have done one, two. We didn't get this third. And that was it. So we came down OB close above this. We went down here. I was like, all right, type one, come over this, come down. We didn't get this. Okay. We opened there in the middle of nowhere. This I was interested. I saw it, but I saw it. I was contemplating. It went up. This came back up. I was thinking, all right, why don't you use the type two to buy? So when it came back here, I was thinking this from here is enough, is 11. And this is risk also type two. If you are pushing it, push it here. So we'll push this because this also got confirmed there. But this is its OB. Tap the OB, tap there. I like this. I like when it's patient for me. Allows me to think. Comes here, CST, trust this. So what's here? Of course, I couldn't trade this real time because I was engaged and so I couldn't do all of this. But of course, it's not like there was any trade there or anything, but still, it was good. Um, Excuse me, sorry, I had to just close. Let's be security conscious and yeah. I think I will just try and pause this recording. Sorry. So we have another 11 points. So that's just a 12. So that went on. So expansion, this is its OB. It came down here, tapped it back. So and one for 13 points. Did I see this in real life? No, but let's track it. So this didn't touch this. So this is M1. We leave this alone. This is a type 2 because I remember that I was thinking I was loving better if it came down. I saw this type 2 here. This I remember what I was thinking. Okay, type 2, sell it down here. But so I didn't touch this. I would not touch it just because of this. This only this would have been if it had come back here. But then is it this or this or this? So leave it alone. Okay. So we have another 2 hours then. So this starts here. We touch this high. What next? So let's look at this. Also, there was a nice trade here, but this needed this because I remember this needed this confirmation, not here. So it ran away. All right. We have another expansion. OB. Close below this, give me an entry. It didn't. We ran towards number two. Touch this, so we are bullish. Maybe somewhere here, but I think I wanted to buy. I remember I didn't like this because price does that. So we have candle comes into it, runs. So it's like this CSD was not here. No, I'm not buying this here. This could also open there. So I didn't know it was going to open here. So come here, then you can commit to something like this. So let's say it's close there. Okay, 31 is too much, is much, but then maybe not. We start this way. We start this OB type 2. Buy this. I wanted to buy, but I was sluggish. But also, like I said, I wasn't paying attention. Not that I wasn't paying attention, I was distracted because I was targeting this high. Even before, because it was higher, but I believe price came back and still won. So will be confirmed. That was the first one. Comes back. Now if you're buying this would be halfway there. Taps it, eats that, doesn't it, even if it is here. If you're afraid, because this is inside a Gandalf of some sort, an FUG, that's it. 28 point, 29. Now, we didn't touch this, so we cannot say if it's going up or not. This happened. This is its OB. This OB. Close below this, then expand above. Oh, if I go in now. Type 1. So there's nothing that has confirmed we are going up for me, even though we've closed here. So we have this expansion. We have this next one, OB. We CST it, sell that. Maybe there. That. And hold it here. This trade has played out 16 points. And then this confirms, delete this. We have this confirms there, right? Confirms there, comes here. Where do you want to sell? You want to sell. This is the OB. That's the trade. No dramas. Yes, this has peaked. Each trade is its own setup. Where do I put this? There, minimum. I'm not happy about it, but that's it, minimum. This is the best. So, might be wary. I like examples like this. It's just a pity I've not taken them. Because this is its own setup. Yes, it has CSCs. I could have bought it, but it didn't play out finished. Came back, leave it alone. Trusted. This. That's fine. Maybe at 20 point, close it if you're afraid because you're like, okay, it expanded here. Yes, it came back here, but it won. It's not a loss, it's not a B trade. It's just a normal trade. 34. I just knew that Tuesday was very good. I was distracted and I was trying to pay attention. All this OB is not go. Type 1, do nothing. We open there. We see us to this. If you see us to this, sell. We did. So see us to this. If you close above this, so let's do the rules again. I think this one was a little tricky. Yeah, I remember this trade. This trade, you see, I still have this FEG left. It's closed above this place with an FEG. Yeah. On this feed, on capital.com, this is the OB. Okay, it's also close above it, an FEG. So I closed in the loss. So we had this expansion. I didn't sell here because these were all type time. We had not even come back here. So once this happened, we confirmed the CSD. We came back into it. So my stop was not here. My stop was here. My TP was there. 20 point. We entered. I was like, okay, invalidation is close above this because we've taken this low of this OB, come above it, and this happens. I close this here. think I closed it for 11 points and I had an alert here and I just saw my alert and I was just laughing because I was like, damn. So it was a loss. Rough. But, and I think I saw enough, but we don't care. After that, done. The trade is done. We closed, we want to sell, we sold again, we are back above. Now you can play inside, but I wouldn't. There's no point because we have closed above this. Of course, we are back into it again. If we close above it with an FUG, which we did not. So, of course, we've tapped this. So now I'm looking forward buys. If you're clicking on this as at 30, 22 minutes to go, chances are I'm not going to buy this. I'm just going to buy. When this was closing, I'm even thinking of maybe selling again. But when this happened, we're inside this. We want to buy towards here. There was nothing really here. This here says just got eat here. So this, I don't know if it closed. I think it did. So if it did, this stop, maybe there. Oh, here, to be honest. Previous high, max, there. But I don't know if I'll put it here because I've seen this. When all this was forming, when it's confirmed, so this is the OB, this confirmed, comes back. When it's confirmed, this was the high that was there. So we've not seen all of this. I could use this. Or something about this looks familiar. Or I could just say 20 points. I don't know. So I will just say 20 points. And that's it because I'll be thinking 20, 27, 20 points. Okay, let's move it there. I don't know if I did that in real life. So, oh, 20 points will have survived. There's something about this trade that seems, but like I said, yesterday was tough. Not tough, just good. But I had so much distractions, so I couldn't trade everything, and it hurts me because I was like, come on, it's not the day I should be missing, but because it just pays you considering what happened on Monday. So it was 16 points. So even if you use 20 points, it's still survive, but that was okay. Why? I was like close above this. I think this. Okay, no, it did not. This was a type 2. So no close in that type 2. So this type 2. Sell this again. If possible, if you are so bold. But if not, let this one. So 16 points again. Um, that one. Was there anything else that was of interest? No, this was an opportunity again to sell. But until we closed there. So once we close this, close below. Now we can sell this return. But I'm not going to put it there because in this instance, I'll not target this alone. I'll be targeting this. Of course, it's more than 12, but we'll not have that. So we had this. This was this OB. I remember this trade was pissed off. Oh, I was remembering this analysis because I was like, yeah, we already had that. So go down. It just went down. This is not valid for us. Okay, we've gone down. Please give me a type 2 to sell. It didn't give. It's like, come on. But instead, he gave this. I'm not going to use this. I know it's annoying, but I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use it because for me, this is significant. So this didn't happen. Just painful because I'll be pained or I am. This didn't happen. Maybe I might be tempted to sell this, but you shouldn't. This is a type 2 OB, close above. The week below this, I remember that I wanted to buy this. Week below this, we continue. All right, we wicked above this. Buy. Target. There. Thank you. Sit on this. Thank you. My stop is not there. My stop is here. Done. That's expansion. This expansion. I didn't buy this to sell because this didn't touch this. This touch this. This expansion at this will be touching. Buy. Even if you didn't buy, you see, I didn't even say it entered there, but this. Okay, so 23 points. I got 23.9, so that's 24. So, done. Comes back here, type 2, drops, type 2, type 2, type 2, sell. Would not leave. We'll leave. We've gone above it. This was the OB. Expand to it with an FUG. All right. DDM is open. Give me a type 2, please. I'm begging for it. Gives a type 2 at 1258. This is not something you're waiting to come back. Say sell. Stop. This is okay. Let's say that's a candle. There. TP, you hold on. Market opens there. This is building instantly. This is even nice. That's it. 25 points. And nothing I notice is fair. I'm afraid to lose. Make a mistake. No, we're not. Also focus on myself. Focus. Choose a chart and just let it be that chart. Key. I use this because of these levels. So see how this close. This says it was there. Today I missed a shot. It was here, but it wasn't here. But it's okay because and I took a loss on a long. It was okay. I just realized that I'd rather two of them agree. It's just better. Most times I've seen. And I missed this. I was speaking to Barnabas and I forgot my Barnabas is my friend. And he was asking me to look at gold and I'd forgotten that I was supposed to look. I was looking at the chart and then I came back and I was like, come on. Why? But that was on me. Okay, so we start this last expansion. We need this OB. It needs its OB. OB, I love it. Why? Buy this. The stop is not here. Stop is here. Why? You're tapping into this. You already bought this. So let's start from here. So before this happened, this needs an OB. And for the number 5. Before this, we also had this. This didn't touch it here. Touches it here. Touch it for CSD. I'm buying. 2 positions. 1 here. My target is there. But this I'm okay with if it gives me. It gives 52. You already said because why? 2 positions if it loses, 2 positions if it wins. First position goes off at 1 point. I was explaining to Barnabas, which was somewhere here. And use this. So that is gone. We are still here. Expansion, first expansion. This has not confirmed. Do nothing. That got there. So if this is an expansion, this is OB. CST through this. So go above this. We didn't go above it. So do nothing. This is a normal trade. This isn't clear. This comes back here. Now we've gone above this. Did we expand through it? So let's delete this because we have to. So actually, no, this is not it. This is the expansion I'll choose. So that this is inconsequential. We come back here. So this is an expansion that started with this. So this is not, this is the guy. This is OB. So for this, you buy again. TP. There. 61. This, if you didn't engage in this, but why not? This is okay. This has not come back. It comes back. You buy. It's set up. It's its own. This is a trade. Done. 21. This one goes up. Hits it. Does it come back to this OB? No, it doesn't. Let it go. All these goodies, was I missing? Nothing. This is the first time we are closing. No OB. This, close below this, we go down. This touches it. We cannot use this. This is too high. This is TP. Also, we've touched this, so we know we can go down. So we wanted to sell desperately, but this was type 1. So, and this didn't confirm. So if this had confirmed, we sell the CSD down, considering this is here. So what I'm trying to say is that in this instance, was it there? No, it wasn't. I'll not be surprised. You see, it was on that fish. So, yep, CSD, you sell, done. But imagine this didn't touch this here. So if I was using this feed, I'll not get these buys. Why? Because only this guy touched this previous one and I don't use this. So that's why I use this. This touch this. You see here, it was just halfway. Didn't even get there. It got here, but this one was higher, like middle of this DD, not down there. So I'm sure if I go to my feed, let's look at this is the one that simulated the best. You see, we're not even threatened at all. No threats at all. So I'll come back, but didn't want feed now. So nothing. This is 2 o'clock. Nothing. Nothing. This nothing. This is a trade. Even if it confirms here, you're not selling for that. This is a trade. Did it touch it? No. By the time it confirms here, you're not touching for that. Nothing. And that's the end of the day. I'm not waiting for this long. And I'm not waiting for this. So that's the, if I was trading, that's the end of my day. Nothing more. So what do we have here? We have, you cannot see because I'm only sharing. It was a very good, very good. It was a very good day. So we only had one loss. Just 12 points if you follow the rules. So even though that trade closed out for a loss, and still went on to win by not losing one's head, one still made far more. So we had 15 plus 15 plus 12 plus 29 plus 16 plus 34 plus 16 plus 24 plus 25 plus 52 plus 61 plus 21. That's 320. 320 and you only lost. That's $33 on the $100 account and you only lost 12. So almost $30 gain. Just significant. You got half of that or even the last trades of the day. So that was more than. So sometimes even if it was just this this area that gave 52.61, gave more than I think 25, 50, 100, gave more than 160 points. So sometimes it's just about timing. So there we come. Okay. Today also I was pained that I missed all this, but life happens. Before I used to have this mentality, and I fucked up a little bit today. I should be honest, that hurts me because that's not the point. Point, but then again, I got confused with feed, and I just told myself, really, stick to one. You cannot cut it off. So this, as at the beginning, there wasn't too nothing special in this first hour. This, this is it. So this was the OBM. Nothing special. We dropped into this type I wanted. I was trying this on the feed in the live call. I was like, I wanted an OBM. Then I was like, okay, if we have this, we had this guy. We closed below this. We already confirmed this. We had a CST. Yeah. So it was a very interesting one today. We had a CST here. And so I was like, okay, this one. This other guy also. So value number 5 from previous, because this was the previous one. I was like, I don't really like this. I would prefer one in discount because this was in discount. But if we see, we cross this and close below it. Yeah. Sold into this. I think my stop was not here because I was thinking this is still on the cards. So I moved it there. And this was the target. All right. Why did I work? Because I had to adjust something here. But I was confused because one, I think maybe not here. There was something that I was looking at. I believe I started looking at other feed. I don't know. I was seeing something. There was a confusion here. That's why I like the fact that some of these things is recorded. Like, so there was a little bit confusion. And then I was like, okay, the guy was here. So that's the OP. Do not close above it. Ah, yes. So do not close above this guy. An FG on this feed and on my broker, there was a close above. So if you look at MCQ, MNQ, yeah, there was a little FG here because that's why it's a type 1. Quickly went to this. And then, so I had entered 2 positions. 1 year for this one, 1 year for this one. I was like, okay. And I came to NQQ, I was like, oh, it's like, oh, only this guy doesn't have. It's like, should I trust you? I know this is a type 2. Should I trust it? Should I not trust it? Equity market is open. And then I closed one position because by the time I pressed it, this went down. And so it was down a little. Then I closed this, I wanted to close it here and then it closed here. And I was like, ah, okay, I just closed it. But I left this so I got in instead of here. After this, wait a minute, yeah, confirm. I think I entered somewhere. Yeah, I was just lucky on one of the entries. So one slipped me down, one went up. I was like, you know what? And then I extended it just to cover. But it was too silly, really silly because this open could have gone up. Of course, it went further down. But that's the trade. 19.2. I told myself, and this was what I was also like, I just have to accept. There'll be some days it would take me out and I would hate it. But then there are days like this that it will save me also. It's just it. It's just whatever it is. I cannot have this perfect feed because even someone says this is a perfect feed, I would still, then the imperfect ones would still appeal to me because they would win sometimes and this would be perfect feed too. So I said, and sort sticking to this, just using this for my DD levels is just better for this piece of my sanity. So 19 points, I will take that. But I will not have this one because just took that. And what was the next thing that happened? This was really annoying. Because once I saw this, I was like, ah, I didn't want this. I wanted this to close so that we can have. I wanted this to close so I can, because I just anticipated something, a rubbish like this would happen. We went, we closed again above this with another FEG here. On this fee, I think here, not. He didn't close above it. Just thinking. It's CST. This is a it we close down again below it. It's CS. So we have this CST. This is like a type 1 confirmed. Why would you sell this even though this had to close above on you're targeting here? Here. We're in this OB. So this for this. But we're already closing above. We already this if you're using this feed, this is the OB. It is closed above. So if you're using this, it didn't close above. It's good, but you have to choose your poison. So would not have that. Had this suspicious item, it's life. And then I couldn't trade again because I had an appointment, and so I wasn't really. And then I started trading on my phone without analysis. And like I said, I realized something like by talking to myself during the live trading, like I do, it made me more calm and make me not do something silly. So we had this. This was the OB. We wicked below. So OB wicked below. Expanded the trade with an FUG. So looking towards here. And that was where was it here? I don't know. Came above it, I think it was here. Okay, we're expanding. Give me a type 2 or give me what? So here, I didn't use FEG. I was like, okay, there's a little FEG here. There's an expansion type 2. This one, I hesitated when it came down here. I hesitated. And target, right? Okay, yes. It gave, I believe, 20 points, but that was not where I entered. Once this left, and then it created another type 2, and then I entered this one. And then I realized my error. So I said this year, I took a 20-point loss there. So that. And then what should did I do? I still left this limit here, even now here. And this, we covered it all after the loss 23, close it and accept it for the day because this higher up was not needed. It was a loss that could be avoided. And then I didn't put my stop here on this. Eventually, I think I put it down here. Eventually, I got stopped. Yeah, because I moved it here again and I closed it here. And I'd forgotten that this was came here. So that loss. And because putting it here, yes, it will lose, but it's smaller loss. 16. As at this time, I was like, and then when this type 2 entered, I entered, yeah, and I closed and I was like really angry at myself because I was disappointed in myself because this is the middle of nowhere. Yes, this is a target, but it's the middle of nowhere. We don't do that. And I was like, oh, I was justifying me like saying, oh yeah, this is not an expansion. Yes, we like to buy Biz card. I prefer a Biz card. This was an expansion. So I trusted this Biz card and the type 2. Type 2, yes. This is not a Biz card. This is just a normal FEG. Or maybe a bag self because this was close above this old expansion. So do nothing. This do nothing. This too small. So this is the OB. Trade above this OB, expand below. If not, I'm doing nothing. Price is in old. It's been held rather. Goes above it, FEG. Comes below it down here, other FEG. Touch this last minute. CST this. Did this touch this? No. Very painful. Because I would have loved to buy this next. So something like this, if it had touched it. Target that. Then I don't like the fact that it's cannot target that. But this is a trade this year. It goes above it this, but I didn't because now I remember this. It was the last trade I took for the day. Because I was like, nah, touch this. You have to touch it. Also, previous hour opening, you have to touch this. If not, you're not relevant. I'm not going to use you. So I love I don't know if it lost. Let's just say 20 points or 21. That'll have been the trade. But this was the trade here. We had this. I had to confirm this. Immediately this. I was stuck it, and then I just saw this mistaken and I just took it. But if you enter, you'll have entered here. My stop would be, so this is an FEG. So an expansion. If I was being honest, this is where it's going to be out there. But then look to the left, we're inside here. So there. What it there. Or worst case scenario there. 26 is okay. Or 21 is okay. So I know it went into a little bit of drawdown. So let's see. Oh, this, by the way, one on Exness was incredible. One on this feed, and if this is similar to Exness, you see, if one there. So all these little nuances, they are payback. They are there for you to see. Let's see. This. So that was the trade. Of course, this went up, but didn't would have lost eventually. Yeah. We should be out of it, but I will not take that long because he didn't touch it. So that was the trade 21. So and with that, even with my even without watching this, taking this stupid trade there, now we are back to break even for the day. 2 wins, 2 losses. So that's the end. What else do you want? Okay, type 2. OB. If you bought this because this was a trade, but I'll have like D number 5. So this was this. This would be the TP for 12 point. But why don't I like it? Because when price does this, this is leaving me up for something. I don't like that. I don't like it. And also this is a type 2 into this. This type 2, yes, it's an OB for a previous trade, but give me now if it was this, and then I'll buy. Well, do nothing. OB. Close above or not. Else, I only want to trade DD and DP. And I think this are or not. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah. And let's pause this. So I think it's wrong. Well, yeah. So, and yeah, you wanted this. If not, this is an because this is this expression. If not, this is this. If this closes, it closes here. Or it didn't close above, but actually it did. So one candle closing here. If you are so bold, this is the trade. Done. So if you're not using this, you're saying this expansion, OB, OB validation there. But don't forget that the next level you're targeting, this is going to happen because we've gone down. But there was nothing reason to come out. Type 2 buy. Just saying like there is reason. We're not going to add this, of course, but that's under 30 points there. Because you're thinking, okay, I'm at brave. Price goes up. This is annoying. The price goes up, touches this also. So price comes, touches this, and then this is below. And we also touch this is below. So slams down, but no entry. At this time, no entry because you need this, and then it will turn back, and then it go up. Do I like this? No. Why? It's starting deep in premium and coming down. I don't like that. Confirms selling here. I don't like it to buy, like because after this confirmed drops. So you're saying something like this. So let's say you bought there. You see, this. So I'll put it here. That's 41 point. But this, I don't like. This is deep premium. So that is not a trade I would like to take. And if I was, that's not a trade at all. And as it gets here, you have to, especially once you see this next, you have to run away. 39 points. This is not a full trade that I'm going to go for. So, or apply patience. Type 2, no OB. Comes back, wins. Because this is big. And also this is so close. So type 2, CST comes back 20. So that's a 19. That's valid. Another one comes back, type 2, comes back here to the OB, to its OB. Yeah, because this doesn't have an OB yet. Wins 23 points. That's something to do. Even if you are taking this until they close below this with an FEG, nothing is invalid. So these little trades, they're valid. And this has not been confirmed yet. So we traded this. So 23 points. Confirm this, CST this. This is just beauty, beauty. No stress. Stops here. But let's say you're concerned, like, okay, this trade, because you are thinking you might buy this. Where are you going? There. Because in this instance, this also ended here, but the difference is in pretty deep. And if this CST happen, you're taking 40. I'm taking 40 points because I'm not going to complain I didn't get everything. 50. This is done. 50. 30. Point. And then this, we finally have an expansion to here, or this will be, if you're counting this, so this, tap this, you want to buy. Closes below, I want to buy. This, buy. Target there. But I'm not crazy. We've come down. I know we could pop. So we've come down. We tap down. We tap this region here. We've tapped this. Good. We are done here. This price can come back here. This is something to trust. It came. You see how the difference between this and maybe not that. There was one we were looking at, and this doesn't tap it. Taps it into a DD. So, but the DD, we've already tapped that. This is ideal. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Why? Because I'm supposed to hold it as much. I like this. Pay the trader. So once the CST happens, and yeah, this 27, this is fair. 34, pay this, I'm flopping this here, or even here, or here, because it's above it. So 66 for the ED. And then price comes back here. It's a normal. This is a normal trade. 64. But would not add it. This would confirm. Close above, expand above. We should add that. Let's not add it. Because let's say you get excited, like, oh, no, it's not coming. Or maybe you close it here when you're seeing this. You're like, no. This type 2, don't rush it. Let this happen. This here, expansion. Close it above, OB. See, if you see us to this, I might buy up here. Pending. On how it goes. All right. So after this, we'll buy this. I do not really like it because this is big stop. We're targeting somewhere there. I do not like that. Imagine where it came to. Imagine that. So, like I said, I do not like it. Oh no, I'm not adding this. If I'm not taking this, we're not adding this. Imagine where it came to that low almost. So Why? This invalidation of this is here. Close below this, even close the trade. Of course, it comes back. So I'm not doing 66 point for 50, for 40. I don't do that. Not at this hour. So we've closed. And also this was not a type 2. I would have preferred it, but no, that's not even it. Maybe it was a type 2 here. That's fine. Put that to here. Comes back. I'm not. Else stop is going to be here. And it will take me out. I cannot put it inside an FEG there. It's too big. So I'm taking nothing. But we've closed again below this. Let's confirm this. Closed again above this. Did we close again with an FEG? Yes. Do we have anything to buy here? No. I buy this. Why? This is going up, but nothing. And now we are at the last hour. That's the end of it. Was it profitable? Yes. But I'm up. The only way I had this, which is madness, is by trust that I also take this madness. So if I took a loss and I'm thinking it came back here, then this loss. So it's like, okay, you took this with this insane stop, and then it takes you out here, or you close it because of this, and you have to buy this because this is also coming back to this your hold level, which you ignored here again. So let's say here, and then back here. So 52, 60 something is canceling each other out. So not worth that stress. And so that's it. We have, so we had 19 plus 21 plus 18 plus 23 plus 50 plus 66, no, 192. And then we only have two losses, 20 plus 16, that's 36. Not bad. So $16 plus. Thank you so very much. Goodbye.